we're going to get started. Let me say good afternoon, and I want to thank everyone for being present. Mayor Pro Tem Martin is also here as well. Um, Look, this afternoon I'm announcing some executive level staff changes in my administration. That will be followed by a quick update on the city's response to COVID-19, and we will end, in fact, after the announcements of my some of the staff changes, people who are coming on board. I may pause and take questions then, and then we'll go quickly to the COVID situation. Um, they say change is inevitable, and that's certainly true in city government, private sector, public service, you name it. As mayor, I've come to work every day surrounded by some exceptional individuals who work not only for me, but for the people of the city of Houston. And my executive team and top administrative staff are responsible for moving our city forward and doing their part to enhance the quality of life for everyone, regardless of how much money they have, their neighborhoods, or anything else. Today is both exciting and bittersweet as I prepare to announce some key changes to my executive level staff and administration positions. When I first took office more than almost 5 years ago as of the end of this month, one of my first moves was to select a new city attorney. A volunteer-only attorney search team evaluated candidates, and one name quickly rose to the top, Ron Lewis. He's a very emotional, very passionate, um, very verbose. You ask him a question and it takes him forever to answer it. But no, all to the contrary. Not emotional at all. Times I've seen passion, he can get passionate, but his answers are succinct and very to the point, where you're begging for more. Give me more, give me more. Ron has been a very good friend, fraternity brother of mine, counselor, advisor, and more importantly, a very moral and ethical and legal compass for me in the city of Houston. You can always count on him to just shoot straight, not to tell you necessarily what you want to hear, but to lay it out, and you go from there. He is someone who understands the law and has never let personal agendas influence his judgment. He is leaving his role for a unique opportunity, one that comes in just like this job in a lifetime, which will be announced very soon. It presented itself sooner than expected, and it's something he simply could not pass up. And our loss will be the next organization's gain. And so I want to thank him personally, professionally, on behalf of the city of Houston for his service to the city of Houston. Shoes will be hard to fill. And I'm pleased to announce at the same time that I've asked a familiar name and face and an experienced and professional attorney with the highest degree of ethics as well to serve as city attorney for the city of Houston. Arturo Michel is no stranger to the city of Houston and to this city. He's currently as a partner of Husch Blackwell LLP. He served as city attorney from 2004 to 2010. He has extensive experience working with governing bodies from school boards to city councils and mayors of the city of Houston. Arturo is a leader in the areas of governance, ethics, open government, and contracting and procurement. And quite frankly, I did not know whether or not, when I visited with him and talked with him, whether or not he would be available to return to City Hall to join with me in finishing out my term. But I gave him a delicious lunch, looked him in his eyes, and I said, the good Lord told me, and I saw you in my vision, and so he graciously agreed. And Arturo Michel will be assuming the role of city attorney as of January 1. So please thank me in acknowledging this guy. And then acknowledging this guy. And let me just ask before I let them both step out, you know, I thought, as I talked about, I thought I was almost about to get a little bit of a tear. But before that happened, you know, the conversation ended. So thank you both. Okay? This way. Okay. Also today, I'm announcing a change in leadership in the Solid Waste Management Division. Harry Hayes has served as the director for 13 years, and then as chief operating officer for the city of Houston. And during his tenure, Harry has led the department through record-breaking debris recovery efforts, from Hurricane Ike, Memorial Day, Tax Day flood, Hurricane Harvey, Tropical Storm Imelda. You name it, it is a huge, huge list. And Harry has also expanded the city's recycling efforts. Recently, he has been instrumental in helping us clean and improve safety and health measures in the underpasses during the pandemic. Those COVID trucks out there, his idea, putting them out there to help clean up a number of homeless camps. Ever since I've been at City Hall as mayor of the city of Houston, Harry has been a go-to person for me. A strong pillar, rock, foundation, institutional knowledge, and someone who loves this city. I have admired Harry with his own health challenges, how he has stayed the course and given so much of himself to this city, even at his own personal expense. Not too long ago, last year, Harry indicated to me he was going to retire. I refused to accept it. And over a year and a half later, he has stayed. He came to me again. Now, he can be passionate. And unlike Ron, Harry can give you a long dissertation. And the beauty of those two is to see them go at each other. And they have done it beautifully over the last 5 years. But there does come a moment in time when your family and your own health must come first. And so, with the like Ron, with the greatest degree of reluctance, Harry is, I accept his notice, and Harry will be retiring. But deep inside, I just believe he'll still be close around. And so what I would say to Harry, retiring, yeah, in a sense, but as long as I am mayor, just like with Ron, they remain on call. And just won't get paid, but they will remain on call. But Harry has some strong, capable people under him. And I've had the privilege of working with them as well. Mr. Bowie, where's Anthony Bowie? And Bowie's been under him. And Anthony Bowie, for example, has been with the city for 41 years. Whose dad was in solid waste, brother was in solid waste, 41 years. Carolyn Wright has been with the city 37, 39 years, working underneath him. So Harry has brought very capable people within the organization, been working with him within the organization. And so I'm pleased to announce that I've selected Carolyn Wright to serve as the interim director. Her City of Houston career began over 37 years ago. She is currently Deputy Assistant Director of the Northwest Operations and has been with the city in both solid waste and human resources. I have charged Carolyn with keeping the department on track and improving the operation and customer service as she fills the interim position while we undertake a permanent replacement for the position. I've had the privilege of working also with Carolyn. When I couldn't reach Harry, I would text Carolyn in the morning, noon, and night. And she was very responsive to my requests and to the city's needs. And I know that the department will be in very capable hands under Carolyn's leadership as the interim director of solid waste. And I look forward, Carolyn, to working very closely with you. And so if you will acknowledge Mr. Harry Hayes. Love you, man. And Miss Carolyn Wright. As we move forward in the city of Houston. Thank you both. Come on up, Victor. I also want to announce today the retirement today of Victor Ayres, Director of the city's Fleet Management Department. Victor has served the citizens of Houston for 27 years, working in the finance, general service, and solid waste before he was appointed Director of Fleet Management Department. And Victor has to operate and his whole team under some very challenging set of circumstances as we dealt with an aging fleet in police, in fire, solid waste, just municipal operations overall, under some very challenging and difficult times. But I can say that in the 5 years of being mayor and where we are today, that our fleet is in much better shape in both police and fire and municipal fleet, and in large part due to the leadership of Victor Ayres. Victor also came to me and said, Mayor, I have tried to hold on here, but you have an 8-year term, not like those other mayors with 6. And so I've given 5. I've tried, but Mayor, as of the end of December, I have to head to my retirement. And I asked Victor to go back and rethink, and he talked with his wife. She has the final say. And so I want to acknowledge Victor for his leadership, for what he's brought to the city of Houston, and I wish you the very best in your retirement. Please. Victor's announcement will be made next week. And we've been very, very fortunate, and so that announcement is coming next week. Houston is blessed to have several beautiful signature and neighborhood parks across the city. And as mayor, my goal for the Parks and Recreation Department is to enhance the quality of life by providing equitable, safe, well-maintained parks and recreation programming for people of all abilities, ages, social economic levels. I'm pleased today to name Kenneth Allen as the interim Parks Director. Kenneth has worked in the Houston Parks and Recreation Department for 28 years, with the last 11 serving as the department's Assistant Director of Recreation, the Director of Recreation and Wellness. He also managed operations of city aquatic facilities, tennis centers, and golf courses. He has managed green space inventory, crew assignments, and projects. He has a wide range of skills and experience that I know will continue to make the Houston Parks Department one of the best in the nation. I have charged Kenneth with keeping our local and neighborhood parks and signature parks, green spaces moving forward as we also undertake a nationwide search. But Kenneth is very capable of serving in this interim capacity, and he's native born, understand the importance of all of our communities and making sure that they get the attention and the service that they deserve. And so I want to thank Kenneth for his 28 service already to the city of Houston, and look forward to working with him as the interim director of Parks and Rec. Kenneth is replacing Director Stephen Wright, who has resigned to accept a similar position in another city, and I want to thank Director Wright for his leadership that he's provided to the city of Houston, and wish him the very best in his new position. So give it up again to both of these individuals, these guys, Victor Ayres and Kenneth Allen. Thank you both. Let me say that each person, number one, I look forward to work with each of these new appointed directors, whether interim or permanently named today. Each person will be instrumental in making our city even stronger. It takes a passion for public service to work in government, and each person here exemplifies the best of the brightest in Houston that Houston has, or will benefit for their experience and their dedication. For those retiring or leaving for bigger and better opportunities, I thank them for their contributions and their willingness to serve the people of Houston. And quite frankly, there's such tremendous wealth of talent at this city, whether you're directors, mid-level positions, employees, you name it, and the city of Houston is extremely blessed. So I want to thank everyone, those who will be retiring, moving on to other opportunities, those who are coming in, and so look forward to working with them. At this point, the gate is now closed. No more letters. The gate's closed, and your next opportunity to retire will be 3 years from now. And at that point in time, we'll all be going out together.